Now that we've gone through the poem as a whole and paraphrased it, we want to return to the beginning and give it a second read. This time around, we want to pay close attention to both the images and the language that the poet uses. And we want to think about both the denotation and the connotation of those words and images. Just as a reminder, denotation you can think of as being the dictionary definition of a term, whereas connotation refers to the other ideas and emotions that we might associate with a word. And we can group words generally into three different categories. You can think about words as being positive or associated with feelings of happiness, joy, fulfillment. You can think about words grouped under the category of neutrality, which have more emotional distance or are more objective. These words don't have either negative or positive ideas or feelings associated with them. And then, of course, the last category would be negative words. These are words that have ideas of grief or loneliness or anger associated with them. So when you read through the poem again, you want to look for patterns of images or patterns of language. And so just notice some of the words that are highlighted here that I noticed on the second read through. I'm looking at words like dropped, sewage, drowning, and drowned. All those words have a negative connotation to them. They suggest a feeling of being overpowered, overburdened, or overwhelmed. If we look at the second stanza, we get another set of words: winter, disconnected, slip, ice, strangers, fallen naked as snow into winter. Now, these words or images are connected to coldness. Coldness is another way of thinking about distance, emotional distance, too. There's some grief or some sadness that is associated with the imagery here. Now, the word choice and the images help the writer to communicate the feeling to the reader. It's also very much connected to what's actually happening. The two work hand in hand, both the actual uh, plot of the poem and the word choice and imagery choice that the poet chooses to help communicate or express